Divide and rule isn't just history. It's a force that still shapes the Indian subcontinent today. The British didn't invent India's diversity, but they weaponized it, turning differences into deep divides to keep control. The Great Revolt of 1857 terrified the British, showing them the danger of a united India. In response, they shifted to a policy of preemptive fragmentation, determined to prevent any future unity. British officials openly declared their intent to keep Indians divided, embedding this strategy into every aspect of governance. They positioned themselves as protectors of minorities, justifying their rule as a stabilizing force while stoking mistrust between communities. By accentuating religious, caste, and regional differences, the British kept Indians focused on internal disputes, not on resisting colonial power. This manufactured division made the British indispensable arbiters, ensuring their dominance. The seeds they planted would grow into the borders and politics that still define the region today. The British used tools like the census to force rigid religious and caste identities onto Indians, hardening boundaries that had once been fluid. They manipulated political representation, introducing separate electorates and dividing provinces like Bengal along religious lines. The martial races theory split the army, rewarding loyalty and deepening divisions. These tactics fostered competition and resentment, making unity nearly impossible. Decades of such policies set the stage for the catastrophic partition of 1947. The British had created the environment where division seemed inevitable, and their rushed exit left a legacy of violence and mistrust. The consequences of their divide and rule policy still echo across the subcontinent. After independence, India inherited not just British institutions, but also their divisive strategies. Political leaders adapted divide and rule, using religion, caste, and language to mobilize voters and secure power. Vote banks replaced broad coalitions, and elections became battles of identity rather than ideas. National issues were sidelined by emotionally charged disputes, keeping communities locked in competition. Even language policies created new hierarchies, deepening regional divides. The result? A democracy weakened by division, where unity is sacrificed for political gain. Today, social media has supercharged divide and rule, spreading fake news and hate at lightning speed. Algorithms amplify outrage, creating echo chambers that reinforce biases and deepen mistrust. Digital platforms turn every phone into a battleground, distracting the public from real issues like jobs and healthcare. Viral controversies dominate the conversation, pushing critical debates off the agenda. This digital division isn't just domestic. Foreign powers can exploit it to destabilize India and its neighbors. The same tools that divide communities within India can be weaponized on the global stage. The nation's social fabric is now vulnerable to both internal manipulation and international interference. The threat to unity and security has never been more complex. To break free from divide and rule, we must recognize it as a tool of control, one that weakens us by turning us against each other. The first step is critical thinking. Question what you hear, verify before sharing, and resist narratives that stoke fear or anger. Don't let your identity be weaponized. Unity doesn't mean erasing differences, but refusing to let them divide us. History shows that solidarity is possible. When people unite for common goals, divisions fade. The antidote is a conscious pursuit of unity. Look beyond imposed lines, see shared humanity, and demand politics focused on progress, not identity. India's future depends on breaking the cages of caste, religion, and language. By choosing unity, critical thought, and shared purpose, we can finally move beyond the legacy of divide and rule. True strength lies in a nation united by its diversity.